What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. All right, so let's talk about the fact that the reports are out that one of the newest couples on this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville came on with some mess in the forefront and in the background. Because if you recall, for those of you who are watching the show, or if you're like myself, you're not watching the new season, but you've seen the clips. You saw the clip where one of the former producers of the show married Destiny's ex-boyfriend, and that's Destiny's plot line on the current season, to come at her ex-boyfriend and the new wife, because the new wife was supposed to be her friend and it hurt her feelings. But you saw the clip where sunniminx and Moses were on the live podcast tour that Carlos was having Melody as his special guest. And then he, in my personal opinion, sabotaged her and kind of out of the blue just came with, oh, we have a special guest, and brought those two out. And I really could tell by the look on Melody's face that she was definitely not prepared for that. She wasn't there for the shenanigans, and Carlos, in his messy fashion, allowed that to happen because he knew that that was something that he was having for the new season of the show. He doesn't want to just direct it. He wants to star in it. So anyway, I'm laughing not because it's funny, but it's just funny how life works. And I may not care for some of Destiny's or a number of Destiny's actions when it comes to her former friendship with Melody and how now she's just 10 toes down for Hotel and trying to make Melody look like something that she never was. And if Melody said today, I want to be friends, let's start anew, she would happily do it. Or maybe not today. Maybe she feels like she's done too much and she's burned too many bridges for it to feel genuine. So she wouldn't bother at this time, but she definitely still wanted to be Melody's friend and didn't understand why the lines of communication weren't there anymore. But I digress with the fact that now Sunny's husband is locked up and sentenced to 11 months behind bars. That is absolutely insane. To hear this woman talk about how this is a man that God sent her way to build generational wealth with, but yet he's being sued for loans. He's locked up for whatever reason. And the reasons were, I don't know, I guess traveling out of the state and being on probation and getting a credit card and some other things. And it basically, it sounds like some fraud was involved. So it's just really weird to get married to a man in such a short period of time and then claim that this is a man that you want to build generational wealth with, and that Destiny was just one of his many side chicks, but she is now the wife. Nothing to brag about. But now the husband is locked up for a little less than a year. And from what the reports were, she was allegedly pursuing having a child with him, going through IVF. That is something that is not cheap. There is no public assistance for in vitro fertilization, all right? So to say that you're going through that process with a man that is locked up right now is crazy. I wouldn't even be trying to pursue it after he got out. I'm sorry. Some people really need to be careful about the people that they choose to have children with, especially the people that they have children with, and also the people that they marry. But see, this is a man that she chose. I believe in some way he saw her as a mark, and she was easily marked. And now she's married to this man that's locked up. So what's going to become of this situation, their story, their life they're building generational wealth and all of that stuff, and throwing the ring in Destiny's face, and I'm the wife and you was one of his many side chicks, or one of the many chicks that he was dealing with at the same time he was dealing with other people, but he chose to be with me, and now I'm the wife. It's looking crazy right now. So I've seen here and there where some people were doing some commentary about different live videos that she was doing. I guess she's doing YouTube now. And listen, if her husband is locked up, and I don't know how much he was contributing financially in the first place, I guess she's going to have to find a way to help to pay everything on her own at this point. Or hey, maybe she was already doing that. I don't know what the dynamics of the relationship was. But to see that reported, and to just think back on how she was bragging about this man being this, man that God sent to her, and they're going to build a life together, and build wealth generationally, and have children, and just really show people what Black love really is, and a successful Black family. That's not a good example. And so the people who were reporting on the live videos that she was doing, it was kind of funny. I ain't even going to lie. But I'm not here to laugh at her situation. But I'm definitely saying that you really have to be careful about how you treat people, because sometimes the harvest and the turnaround and, the way you treated people, it comes back swifter than for other people. And to me, it's looking like that karma came back pretty quick. So I'm sure Destiny's somewhere cheesing and smiling right now, but she's got her own issues and problems, so she probably shouldn't wish harm or, wish bad on anyone else, but some people, they don't see it that way. It's like, well, you did me wrong. Now you're going through something, so I'm happy about it. So who knows how she feels, but I believe she's probably somewhere smiling about it. But again, like I said, you got to be careful about how you treat people, because that karma comes back around. And the way her husband, or ex-husband, I should say, and father of her child treated her, she definitely shouldn't be smiling about anything. But I don't know, guys. This is a lot. You can let me know what you think about everything in the comments. But I want to talk about for a minute this promo picture, this promo group picture for the next half of the latest season of the show. And when I looked at it, at first I was like, what? Who is that? Because on the right and next to Hotel, where it looks like he's wearing a pajama outfit, okay, but I guess in his normal fashion, he's wearing a tight suit, but this time there's no shirt he's wearing underneath. He just looks tacky, big cheese and smile. He really needs to be wearing some prison jumpsuits and not actual suits or even pajamas. But when I saw this person standing next to him, hand on him, like her hand resting on his arm, I was like, who is that? It's Destiny. It just really looks messy. I don't know if this picture was taken actually as a group, or they just had individual pictures taken, and then they put the pictures together in AI fashion to make it look like they did a group picture. I would venture to say, especially with Melody, it probably was not a group picture. It was probably, they took an individual picture of Hotel, individual picture of Destiny, individual picture of Melody, and then individual pictures of Tisha and her no teeth having husband Martin. Oh, sorry. I had to say that because every time I look at him, he looks like he does not have any teeth. Like he needs to get those big chiclet veneers that a lot of people are getting, where it's like the teeth are too big for people's mouths. I think that would fit his mouth perfectly, because it just always looks like his teeth have disappeared into his gums. Like a baby that's teething. Like that's what he looks like. He always looks like a baby that's teething, where the teeth haven't broken through the gums yet. I'm sorry, that's what it looks like. You let me know what you think. But I would venture to say individual pics taken with Tisha and her husband, and then an individual picture taken with Kimmy and Maurice with all these lawsuits up against him. and then individual picture taken with the other couple on the end. I haven't been watching the new season, so I really don't know a whole lot about them, and I don't really care. But when I saw the picture put together, I was like, that is so messy. They put Destiny right by a hotel when there have been questions whether the relationship that she has with him is more than a friend. She said he just a friend. Listen, that's what people are wondering. Like, are they really just friends? Because it was weird. I did see the clip on Instagram. The first part of the season, it was the episode where she showed up to his house or wherever he was staying. Airbnb, whatever it was, right? And he's wearing like a robe or something like that. And then he either asked her something about the baby, or she said something to him about the baby, and then he said, yeah, looking just like his Uncle Martell or something like that, he said, giving the insinuation that it is a possibility that the child might be his. Who knows? It might be. I don't know. But to see this group picture and to see how they either all took a group picture together or the pictures were taken individually and they put her next to him and it looks like her hand is resting on him, they know exactly what they're doing, all right, with that. And I'm sure Melody really doesn't care. She looks good. She's at the front and center as she should be. And I really like her dress. But to see how they have Destiny right next to Hotel with the tight suit on, tight pajamas, whatever, that's supposed to be. It looks like it's a pair of pajamas. That's what it really looks like. It definitely couldn't be a suit that he paid for. So I don't know if everybody got their outfits provided for them for this shoot and then they go back to whoever they go to, because having Marceau and Maurice in these white suit jackets and then Maurice having on the white pants looking like somebody's child that is preparing to give an Easter speech on Easter Sunday. You remember when you used to put your little boys in those little white suits? I don't even know if they still do Easter speeches at churches anymore like they used to do back in the day. But I digress. Looking at this picture, I was like, this is just flat out messy. But the trailer for the second half of the season, it says, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Sunni reveals she's pursuing IVF with Destiny's ex, Moses, in trailer for new episodes. So, yeah, this definitely was filmed before he got locked up and has been sentenced. It's crazy. And Sunni and the new husband, now convict, they're not in the picture for this season. So clearly they didn't think a whole lot about her enough to make them even headliners on the show. But Destiny is, and the show is called Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's just weird. This show really needs to go off into the sunset. But how funny it is that as I've started doing not even really reviews, but just giving my thoughts on the prior episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I heard that Carlos King is apparently doing that now too. So hey, maybe he listened to me saying that that's what I was going to do, so now he's doing it because he's a blogger now, right? So you all let me know what you think about this new season picture of the group. Sunni's husband now being a convict. Carlos doing reviews and recaps of the old episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.